When it comes to candid conversations about real-life struggles, The View has never shied away from tough topics. But in a recent revelation, co-host Alyssa Farah Griffin took vulnerability to a deeply personal level, sharing the harrowing details of her childbirth experience, one she described as somewhat traumatic. Her story is not just a glimpse into a frightening medical emergency, it's also a powerful reminder of the unpredictability of childbirth and the resilience of mothers who face complications that are often under-discussed. A joyful moment turned frightening. For many expectant mothers, childbirth is a mix of anticipation, excitement, and understandable nerves. For Alyssa Farah Griffin, the moment she welcomed her child into the world should have been one of pure joy. But shortly after delivery, that joy was overshadowed by a dangerous complication. Griffin revealed that she experienced a stuck placenta, a condition medically known as retained placenta. This occurs when the placenta does not fully detach from the uterus after childbirth, which can lead to serious health risks if not treated quickly. In her case, the situation escalated rapidly. "I started to hemorrhage," she shared, describing the moment things took a terrifying turn. Understanding the medical emergency. To fully grasp the severity of Griffin's experience, it's important to understand what happens in such cases. A retained placenta can prevent the uterus from contracting properly after birth. Normally, contractions help stop bleeding by compressing blood vessels. When the placenta remains attached, this process is disrupted, leading to excessive bleeding, known as postpartum hemorrhage. Postpartum hemorrhage is one of the leading causes of maternal complications worldwide. It can occur suddenly and requires immediate medical intervention. Griffin's description of events highlights just how quickly things can escalate. The placenta failed to detach. Bleeding began heavily. Medical staff had to act fast. Her use of the phrase, somewhat traumatic, may even understate the seriousness of what she endured. Inside the delivery room, a race against time. While Griffin did not provide every minute detail, her account paints a vivid picture of urgency and fear. In situations like hers, doctors and nurses must move quickly to manually remove the placenta, administer medications to contract the uterus, stabilize blood loss, monitor vital signs closely. These procedures, while life-saving, can be physically and emotionally overwhelming, especially for someone who has just given birth. Griffin's experience reflects a reality many women face but rarely discuss openly. Childbirth can be unpredictable, even when everything seems to be going smoothly. Emotional impact, more than physical recovery. Beyond the physical danger, Griffin's story sheds light on the emotional toll of such an experience. Childbirth is often portrayed as a magical, picture-perfect moment. But for many mothers, it can also involve fear, confusion, and even trauma. Describing her experiences, somewhat traumatic, Griffin acknowledged that the emotional aftermath can linger long after the physical wounds heal. Women who experience complications like postpartum hemorrhage may struggle with anxiety about their health, difficulty processing the experience, feelings of shock or vulnerability, challenges bonding due to the stress of the event. By speaking openly, Griffin is helping to normalize these conversations, something that is desperately needed. Breaking the silence around birth complications. One of the most powerful aspects of Griffin's revelation is the spotlight it places on an often overlooked topic. Despite how common certain complications are, many women feel unprepared for the realities of childbirth. Social media and popular culture tend to emphasize the joyful aspects, leaving little room for the difficult truths. Griffin's story challenges that narrative. By sharing her experience on a platform like The View, she reaches millions of viewers, many of whom may be expecting mothers, have experienced similar complications, feel alone in their struggles. Her honesty creates space for others to speak up. The importance of medical preparedness. Griffin's experience also underscores the critical role of medical teams during childbirth. Complications like retained placenta and postpartum hemorrhage require skilled healthcare providers, immediate access to medical interventions, proper monitoring after delivery. In her case, the quick response of medical professionals likely played a key role in ensuring her safety. This highlights an important takeaway. While childbirth can be unpredictable, proper medical care can make all the difference. A reminder of maternal health risks. In recent years, there has been growing awareness about maternal health risks, particularly in the postpartum period. Conditions like postpartum hemorrhage are not rare, yet they are often under-discussed. Griffin's story serves as a reminder that complications can happen even in healthy pregnancies. The postpartum period is just as critical as labor itself. Awareness and education can save lives. Her experience adds a personal face to these statistics, making the issue more relatable and urgent. Support systems matter. Another key element in navigating such a traumatic experience is support. While Griffin did not go into extensive detail about her support system, it's clear that having people around, whether family, friends, or medical professionals, can make a significant difference. Support can come in many forms. Emotional reassurance, physical care during recovery, help with newborn responsibilities, professional counseling if needed. For mothers recovering from traumatic births, this support is essential. Redefining strength in motherhood. Griffin's openness also challenges traditional notions of strength. Often, mothers are expected to bounce back quickly after childbirth, both physically and emotionally. But stories like hers remind us that strength can also mean acknowledging fear, sharing difficult experiences, taking time to heal, asking for help. Her willingness to speak out is, in itself, a powerful act of resilience. Why stories like this matter? In a media landscape filled with curated perfection, real stories stand out. Griffin's experience resonates because it is authentic, raw, and deeply human. It matters because it educates others about real risks. It validates the experiences of other mothers. It encourages open conversations. It helps break down stigma. By sharing her story, she is contributing to a broader cultural shift, one that embraces honesty over perfection. Looking forward, healing and advocacy. While the immediate danger has passed, experiences like Griffin's often leave a lasting impact. For many women, such moments become a turning point, leading them to advocate for better awareness, improved healthcare, and more open discussions about maternal health. Griffin's platform gives her a unique opportunity to continue this conversation, potentially helping countless others feel seen and informed. Final thoughts. Alyssa Farah Griffin's revelation is more than just a personal story, it's a wake-up call. Her, somewhat traumatic, childbirth experience highlights the realities many women face but few talk about openly. From a retained placenta to postpartum hemorrhage, her ordeal underscores the importance of awareness, preparedness, and support. Most importantly, her story reminds us that behind every birth is a complex, deeply personal journey, one that deserves to be told in full, not just in highlight reels. And in sharing hers, Griffin has taken an important step toward ensuring that no mother feels alone in facing the unexpected.